Hello everyone, let me introduce myself first. I am Monica Yosefa Purba. I'm a sixth semester student of PBI Universitas Mercubuana Yogyakarta. So, how are you? I hope you are doing well every day. Today I will explain to you about how to make a good response essay. Do you remember about your last material about make mind mapping of journal entitled A Shift from Classroom to Distance Learning, Advantages and Limitations. So after you read and highlight the points of that journal, today we will learn about how to make a good response essay about your journal. So before that, I will explain to you what the aims of response essay. Response essay or write a response essay aims to help you read actively and build reservoir ideas for follow-up writing. So, what response essay consists of? Number one is summary of the work. Two is reaction to the work. And three, concluding paragraph. So, what should we do to write a summary paragraph? In writing a summary paragraph, we have to identify the author, title of the work, publisher, and publication date. And then after that, we write informative summary of the material and then condense content of the work by highlighting its main points and key supporting points, which is you already do that a week before. Number 4 is use direct quotation from the work to illustrate the important ideas. Number 5 is summarize the material to make the readers get a general sense of all key aspects of the original work. 6 is mention all important points and do not discuss any single aspect of the work in detail. And the last is keep the summary objective and factual. So, direct quotation is from the work. You can use that to illustrate the important ideas so that the readers can get your explanations clearly. And please do not mention and discuss any single aspect of the work in detail. Just discuss about the important points, and then please don't write your opinion or judgment on summary paragraph, because you will write your opinion and judgment on your reaction paragraph in paragraph 2 or in the reaction of the work paragraph. So next, in the reaction paragraph, what should we do to write? The first is write your ideas by expressing opinion about your experiences, life, and feelings that are related to the work. You can disagree or agree with the other's ideas and just express that. And then the second one is evaluate the importance of the work's point, its accuracy, completeness, organization, strength, weaknesses, and so on. And the third is share your curiosity and uncertainty that curious the author has covered. So in this reaction paragraph, you can give your opinion and also your judgment by writing and showing the evidence or the reasons of your ideas. So, so the readers can get and can know your ideas more specifically, and they can understand it. So, how about concluding paragraph? In this paragraph, you should indicate whether the work would be recommended for others or not, and give your reason about it. So after you write a summary and reaction paragraph, in the last paragraph there is concluding paragraph, which is which is con which is this is part of, you have to indicate whether the work would be recommended for others or not. So if you are agree, or if you are agree or disagree with this journal, you have to give your reason about it. So we go to the things that must be considered and remembered. In writing the response essay, there are some things that we should be considered and remember. I write, and this is 4 basic standards of effective writing. So in your response essay, you have to take a look to this basic standard of writing. There are unity, support, coherence and clear, error-free sentences. And then make sure each major paragraph presents and then develop a single main point. So every paragraph you present and write, always give your explanation after that, and develop it as better you can. And then we always put our specific reasons and evidence to support general points you make and feeling you express. For example, if you are agree with a statement on the journal, and you just say, I agree with many ideas in this article, that is not enough, and it's meaningless. So instead of write that statement, you can write more specifically and more detailed. For example, is I think the researcher's topic about shift the classroom to discover learning has already covered by showing the history and theories of distance learning, stating advantages of distance learning, express implication of the study to learners and the teacher, and etc. So this this one is the reasons or evidence you try to show to the readers about your statement. And then use transitions to make the relationship among ideas in the paper clear. So if you want to make a summary and then reaction and a concluding, please use the clear transition so that the readers can understand and comprehend your writing clearly, and yeah, like that. And then after you have already write your response essay, please edit it carefully in grammar, mechanism, punctuation, word use, and spelling, because sometimes if we write a essay or paragraphs, and we have to correct it several times to make our essay or our writing better. And then 5. Paraphrase or quote material from book or article you are writing about. You can take a quotation or paraphrasing statement or sentences from book or article that is related to the journal about a shift from classroom to distance learning advantages and limitation, or another journal that you want to make a response essay. And then only use quotation in summary and reaction parts to emphasize key ideas. Do not rely on them too much. You can always use quotation in summary and reaction part, but do not rely on them too much, because if there are too many quotation you use or you put in your paragraph, that will become, you can express or write your ideas detail. You just rely on the quote, and so the ideas or the main point you want to show to the readers can get by them. So just use quotation to emphasize the key ideas, but do not rely on them too much. So the next things that we must be consider and remember is, always ask your instructor what publishing information is necessary and where it should be placed, because some publishing information can be incorporated. So students, I want to add some points in reaction paragraph. On the reaction paragraph also, you can explain or express your curiosity or uncertainty that you wish the author has covered. And then of course that like that. So I think that some points that I can explain to you about how to write a good response essay based on the journal that already given to you last week. I'm so sorry if I have mistake in my speaking, in my grammar, and etc. I'm so sorry for that, and I hope you can get the information and come understand what I had explained to you today. So thank you very much for your attention, and see you in the next occasion. Thank you.